Good morning, Johnny here at One Match Dream. Welcome back to a new Disney vlog series. If you missed the final to my Walt Disney World January series and my Disney Wish vlogs, check them out down below. But today is the start of a new series. I'm off to Disneyland Paris today for a couple of days, staying at the newly reimagined and renovated Disneyland Hotel. It only opened in January and we're heading there today. I'm flying from Manchester's Charles de Gaulle and then straight to Disneyland. So it's going to be a magical trip full of fun and royal festivities. So let's stay at the Disneyland Hotel and let's go to the airport. And with that, it is rather a quiet airport this morning. So quiet that there's no one here. We were the only two people in the queue for security and the only two people going through security. We're now seem to be the only two people in duty free. It is rather quiet this morning. I mean, this is just a little bit ridiculous that the airport is so quiet this morning, but having just looked, we are only the second flight of the day by 5 minutes, and after that it's a couple of TUI flights at 8 o'clock, so we are really early, but it will start filling up soon, so it will feel a bit more lively, because at the minute it feels a bit eerie. But we're flying with Air France this morning. Not flown with Air France for probably about 10 years or no, that was only one flight. These flights were a bargain, I have to say, because I used Virgin Air Miles, which I only found out that you could do this time, so it's one top tip for you. So this cost 8,000 miles per flight and then only £40 return, which is ridiculous for just taxes. So the whole thing cost us about £90 and 16,000 miles, which is just a really good value kind of flight. So if you do have those excess flight points, then this may be one to use, because it comes a very cheap trip to Disneyland Paris. So we have this 6 a.m. flight from Manchester here out to Charles de Gaulle, which should be get there for about 8:30 French time, and then it's over to the Disneyland Hotel with a magical shuttle this morning. Magical express, magical shuttle I think it's called. But it should be very, very easy. It's a quiet morning, so hopefully a very pleasant flight, and then the Disneyland Hotel. And with that, our terminal has been called. Now it's time to board. Next stop, Charles de Gaulle Airport, and then Disneyland Paris. Let's check out what a flight with Air France is like, especially for such a bargain. And with that, welcome to Paris. Charles de Gaulle Airport is a little mental this morning. It is really, really busy, so I couldn't film much of the terminal, and the wait at immigration to come through passport and border control was crazy. It took a good nearly an hour to get through, but we're here at the magical shuttle. The location is great here in 2F if you get in with Air France, because it boards into 2E. So we're just going to wait for the next bus, and then next stop, Disneyland. And as if by magic, welcome to the Disneyland Hotel. I cannot believe after so long I've checked into a hotel that looks as stunning as this. It is just incredible. First of all, magical shuttle, fantastic. It took us about 45 to 50 minutes to get here. No traffic at all, great service. But look, none of that matters now, because we're at the Disneyland Hotel and it is beautiful. Just look at this hotel. The chandelier is incredible, so worth looking at, and just the artwork. It's just a beautiful hotel and the most Disney feeling I've ever had checking into a hotel in Disneyland. I love it. It feels very Grand Floridian, and just on another level. If this is what they do with the Grand Floridian, I'd be happy, but it's the most Disney-esque hotel I've ever checked in. I feel like I'm in Disney World. Disneyland Paris' hotels are, this is just, it's just stunningly magical. and we were going to explore, but it's blue sky, so now we're going to head straight into Disneyland and just explore the hotel later on, I think, because it's a shame to miss the weather. It's just beautiful, and I am very, very happy right now. There's nothing quite like that chandelier behind me, but the weather is all blue skies, as you can see through the windows behind me, so it would be rude not to head straight out into Disneyland Park when the weather's this nice. So we'll explore the hotel later and head into the park. We don't get our room for a couple of hours. It's only 11:05, so let's head into Disneyland Paris. It's really easy to enter the park when you're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, because the park entrance is just there. Oh, I am happy. And there in the sunshine is the Disneyland Hotel. I cannot believe we're staying there. The main building we will explore later on, but now we're gonna head into Disneyland Park, and why would you not when the sky looks as blue as that? I don't think I've ever seen Disneyland Paris in the sun. This is turning into a little bit of a whirlwind, but new celebration for 2024 is Disneyland Symphony of Colour. And as we see, and we head under the train station, we are going to see the start of the Symphony of Colour. We also have a million splashes of colour, which is going to be the new show, and the new electrical sky parade, which no one has seen that I know of yet because of weather, but there is no rain and no wind, which means the drone should be flying tonight. So let's head on to Main Street. So I fancy some champagne. I love, first time I've seen the entrance since the 30th celebration's finished, and I love the colour. Rapunzel there in the middle, and Tinkerbell, and another fairy whose name I don't know. But other than that, straight into the park and straight onto Main Street, USA. I can't help but have a huge smile on my face every time I walk onto any Main Street, USA. First up, you can see the new installations for the Symphony of Colour, and I believe that these will change because these are all iced up for winter at the moment, and they will bloom as the seasons go on, but you can just see Sleeping Beauty Castle peeping through, and I love it. And look at Main Street. I do love Disneyland Paris' Main Street. The colours are fantastic, and Sleeping Beauty Castle at the end looks beautiful, I have to say. With a blue sky, you can't beat it. Timing for million splashes of colour. I loved that parade, and I've only seen a little bit of it just as it goes back down Main Street. I can't wait to see the full show from Central Plaza, but if it's anything like that, fantastic, and already better than anything Walt Disney will do. Disneyland Paris do their celebrations very well. Just look at the blue sky behind Sleeping Beauty Castle. What a day to come into Disneyland Park. And look at that view. Nothing beats a castle view. I love Disneyland Paris. I forget how much I love it every time I come. And look at Sleeping Beauty Castle in the sunshine, the way it belongs. Love it. What a glorious day with the castle behind me. We're actually going to have some lunch because we've been on the go since 3 o'clock this morning. We had an early flight, so going to head around for Mickey Pizza, I think, at Bella Notte. Good value. We do have dinner reservations later on at Plaza Garden, and this is going to be very much a I'll kind of update you as we go vlog, because I just hadn't had time to stop yet. But let's head and grab some lunch. You cannot beat Bella Notte for lunch, so We got a Mickey pizza, I'll put a picture in here, with the garlic butter bread and 2 drinks, and it's £17.40, and we shared it. It is such a good value meal, and there's a reason why it's so busy. I didn't vlog because it was mental in there, but now finally we're going to have a good wander around the park and just check it out. We've got no plans for rides. We're only here for shows and fireworks and the drones and the Disneyland Hotel, so we'll just have a good wander around and see what there is to see. Fantasyland is looking so pretty in the sunshine and the blue skies behind. It's just a magical land. I mean, it's the 4th of March, the sun is shining, and I've even managed to take my coat off because I've got my Disney Cruise Line jumper on. When do you ever get this kind of weather? Look at Skull Rock. It's just the weather just makes it look so good. I love it. Big Thunder is down for refurbishment. But look at Phantom Manor. I'm going to ride Phantom Manor later, but the queue's a bit short. It's a 35-minute wait at the minute, which I'm not waiting for, but the rivers of America look beautiful today. We've been in Disneyland Paris less than 2 hours and purchases have been made. I'm deadly when it comes to buying things. And champagne with a castle view. Can you get any better than it currently is? I mean, can you beat it? The sunshine, champagne, Main Street USA. It is unbeatable, but we're going to head down Main Street to check out some of the shops before heading back to explore the Disneyland Hotel, because we've still only seen reception, which is just bonkers, so stay tuned, I promise I'll show you the rest. I just love all the artwork, the symphony of colour. It's just beautiful. I love all this glasswork. It looks fantastic. Just said hello to 2 followers as well. I think you were from Scotland, you did the cruise. I didn't catch your names, but if you watch, hello, and thank you for saying hello. I do enjoy chatting to people, so thank you very much, and hope you had a safe journey home. We're going to head down Main Street and see what more damage I can do to the credit card. Well, what a lovely afternoon in Disneyland Park. I'm going to head back into the hotel now. It seems a shame we've just been sat on a bench with the sun, because it's the first time I've had sun in Europe since the winter. It's just a beautiful day to be in Disneyland, and really is luck of the draw. So, but half an hour before rooms should in theory be ready. Not had an email yet, but we're going to go and have a look round, check out the hotel in a bit more detail, because we've not seen it before we have to be down for. I did a reservation at 4 o'clock at Plaza Garden, so let's head in. So just for reference, if you come out of the left-hand side and then you head in with your room keys into the Disneyland Hotel, your own entrance to the park. Look at this hotel. Just magical. We'll have a bit of an explore. Okay, so we didn't have a wander around. I checked at reception to see if our rooms were ready, and they said there was one ready, so we have checked in. We're in the main building. We're on the 3rd floor and we have one hell of a view. So I'm going to give you a tour of a superior room here in the Disneyland Hotel, and I cannot wait to show you. So look at this for a room here in the Disneyland Hotel. It is stunning. Wow, wow, wow. So you have a huge, I believe it's a sofa bed as well, if more people were staying, and 2 queen beds, which are fantastic. Have beautiful artwork. It is Snow White themed, which is lovely, and the details in here are just beautiful. I mean, look, you have seating, and then look at each of the beds. Wow, wow, wow. And that is quite a view. You can see Tower of Terror. You can see what I believe is Plaza Gardens. If I've got the name wrong, then sorry. And also, you can see Main Street. If we were just slightly further around, you would see the castle, but that's so cool. I cannot believe the view we've got. There is a writing desk and a Rapunzel themed mirror, which is stunning, I have to say, and all the lighting. Then we have a cabinet here with your coffee and tea making facilities, and each as you come down you have incredible selection for coffees and teas and sugar cubes with the Disneyland Hotel logo printed on. I love even the handles of roses, but there is a fridge should you wish to spend a lot. There is water and things in there. I don't know if they're complimentary or not. I don't know if I'll be finding out. I'll check. Then in here there are 2 Disneyland Hotel robes. Oh, they're lovely. With washing facilities and slippers. And then as you come in, first of all, the mirror is incredible. It is the 7 dwarfs around this side. But look at this bathroom. Just wow. When you check in, you also get this beautiful book, I have to say, which tells you all about the hotel. So it has handy maps in. It also has all the information. One thing is that the minibar is included, which is good. I'm happy with, and you can pop bits in, so photos and stuff, which is lovely. And we've got the TV going, which is the most Disney World thing I've ever seen, and it's got your room, and it's just absolutely stunning. I'm very, very happy right now. From this beautiful hotel, we're going to have a bit of a wander around, checking the shops, but we are due at Plaza Garden Restaurants for dinner in 25 minutes, so I think we'll probably just head down Main Street. And we booked it for, it's technically a lunch reservation because it's not character dining. With breakfast and dinner it is character dining, so we'll check that out, and we'll have a bit of a wander around the hotel as well. Even the lift is really, really pretty. Mum's just getting herself ready for dinner. What do you think of the hotel, Mother?
Gorgeous.
Say, having an entrance that means that you are on Main Street within less than a minute, it's hard to beat. It is Plaza Gardens, just in the centre of Central Plaza. You can see over there is the castle, and we're heading in. Plaza Garden is a buffet restaurant, like I said. It is a set price. It is all you can eat, but it's within reason. They do serve alcohol in here, which is nice, especially for a Disney park. But more importantly, I've never had a good meal at Disneyland Paris. Will this be the one that changes it all? So we're just waiting for our table to be ready and then head in. Welcome to Plaza Garden, Victorian in style and an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's a little bit harder to film in here, but there's a selection of salads. And then over here are mains, so there's a carvery more than anything. There's fish, chicken, and a selection of condiments. And then there's a selection of desserts. There's also cheeses, as you can see, and so forth. Okay, Plaza Garden Restaurant, I really enjoyed it, I have to say. Look, it's all-you-can-eat buffet in the style of Chef Mickey's, shall we say. There's plenty of salads, there's soup for starters, there's meats, there's cheeses. For mains, there's beef, there's chicken, there's salmon, there's seafood platters with various different vegetables and Mickey potato-shaped fun. For desserts, there are lots of different Mickey and Minnie shaped ultra sweet chocolatey desserts, and do you know what? For that meal, for 2 people, we had 3 courses, we had 2 soft drinks and we had a wine and a beer. It was 83 quid, which I think is fantastic. I would have given it a 10 because, let's face it, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's in Disneyland Paris. My only criticism is they don't clear the plates very well, which is why I'm knocking it down. And I am being fussy, but the tables are quite small, so it is important that they do it. But other than that, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was fantastic and value for money, and the only nice meal I've had in Disneyland Paris. tomorrow we're at Waltz though, so that could all change. So let's head out, it's golden hour, gonna head back to the resort and to the Disneyland Hotel. And then we're back in the Disneyland Hotel to have a little bit of a wander around. We've come up a couple of levels to have a bit of a nosy. I love the artwork, so we have Tiana's Place here from the Princess of the Frog, and all these books. And there's certain books within this library that give names to some famous people. And into the Royal Collection Boutique, the Disneyland Hotel shop. And you can get all your exclusive Disneyland Hotel merchandise. It is very nice, I have to say. So, as you can imagine, this is on the pricier side. So for the home perfume, it is €60. And for the candle, it is 40. Wow. Quite pricey. And after a relax and a shower and a quick change, we're ready for the evening. Going to head down into the hotel to check out the bar, the Fleur de Lis bar, check out the cocktail menu before heading into Disneyland Park, because we have the Electrical Sky Parade to watch and Disney Dreams a Nighttime Extravaganza, both new to me, so I'm very excited to see them, and we'll be heading down into the park very shortly. But first of all, let's check out some more of the Disneyland Hotel. So here we are in the Rotunda, and it is a beautiful building, I have to say. Look at the roof, where you have the Royal Banquet Restaurant and La Table de Lumiere over here, and then as you pan around you have the Fleur de Lis bar, which is where we're about to head now. Okay, some of you inevitably will ask, Johnny, why haven't you eaten in any of the dining locations in the hotel? And I am going to be really honest with you. Price. When you look at it, to eat in La Table de Lumiere, it is €120 per person. And that doesn't include a drink. So that would have cost us $240 plus drinks. You're looking at €280. And I'm not against spending money, but I've had a look and I just don't think it's worth it. If you look at the buffet restaurant, Royal Banquet, I think that's €110 per person for a buffet. It is just, for me, not worth it. I will spend on extravagant luxuries, but it has to be worth the money. And for me, I think Disney have gone a little too far with that. I think to be charging what that... These rooms are not cheap here at the Disneyland Hotel, I get that. But I just, when you look at it, I think you can get better bang for your buck elsewhere. I think there are better value meals, better value experiences in other parks. And I have to look back, and the reason I cancelled mine was I did Paolo on the Wish. That worked out at £35, $40 odd. That was a 5-course meal. You could order what you want, how much you want. It came with Prosecco. Fantastic service. And it worked out at 38 quid. You can't compare. So that is why I haven't done it. I can understand if some of you guys do want to do it. And let me know in the comments if you have and if you thought it was worth it. But for me, it's just not worth it this time. So... But in the meantime, we're now going to head back into Disneyland Park, because we are going to check out the nighttime spectaculars. We have Disney's Electrical Sky Parade, the new sky drone show based on the electrical magic parade, electrical pageant, you know what I mean. And also Disney Dreams a Nighttime Extravaganza, which is Disneyland Paris' fireworks show, which I've not seen. So let's wrap up warm, head into the parks, and let's have some fun. And we're back on Main Street. How beautiful does Main Street look with all the million splashes of colour? I love it. And there is nothing like Main Street USA at night. But this looks special. I really like what they've done. And through the secret passageway, because we're headed to Phantom Manor, and I wish that they had this passageway into Frontierland in every park, because it is fan-bloody-tastic. There is only one ride that we're going to do today, and it has to be Phantom Manor. Nothing beats this ride, other than Haunted Mansion, obviously. And we have, well, it's not even a 5-minute wait. This is walk on level, but look at the views. I do love the views. You've got Big Thunder that's down for refurbishment in a minute. The Molly Brown and Sleeping Beauty Castle, love it.
It appears everyone is doomed at Phantom Manor.
Oh, Phantom Manor. Have to say, having spent the last year riding Haunted Mansion, it's still not as good. I don't care what people say. It's just not as good. It's not. Anyway, we're going to head for the Electrical Sky Parade now. It is on in 20 minutes, so we'll go and get a spot on Main Street, USA. Okay, we've got a place on Main Street. We're just stood at the back of Main Street, if I'm honest. People are piling in, but there's loads of room, and the great thing about a drone show is it's in the air, so you don't have to have a good view. And I'm not too bothered about seeing projections and stuff. I just want to see the whole thing. So the Electrical Sky Parade launched this year, I think it was back in January, and takes back to the Main Street Electrical Parade. I got to see that in 2016, but I don't think I appreciated how historic that is. So the fact that they've done the Electrical Sky Parade is fantastic, followed by Disney Dreams, the fireworks show. So let's see how this goes, and I'm very excited to see the drones. With that, I am back in my hotel room here at the Disneyland Hotel. Okay, let's recap. The Electrical Sky Parade was fantastic. Really, really, really enjoyed it. I think it was ingenious. I love that only Disneyland Paris generally use the drones. I think that they should stay that way. I love that each individual park has different shows. I think it's just so nostalgic, and that is what a show should be about. It's about nostalgia and bringing back memories, and that's what the Electrical Sky Parade does fantastically. So 10 out of 10 plus 10. Fantastic. Disney Dreams, well, it's still going on. We left, I have to say, yeah. And you know what? It's not the fireworks, it's the story. There just isn't one. And I'm going to be really honest. Wondrous Journeys at Disneyland Resort is the best firework nighttime show I've seen. And it's because of the story. You don't need the fireworks, just the water and the projections just make it. And that's what Disneyland Paris need to do. They don't have any projections on Main Street. They don't have a theme to their show. If they did that, Disneyland Paris would be head and shoulders above the rest, because they do such well with the 30th and then a million splashes of colours. Fantastic. So, yeah. It were on. But it's still on now, so we left. But Disneyland Hotel has been fantastic. However, I'm off to bed because I've been on the road since 2:30 this morning, and I think I've done very well to make it to 10:30. It's been a fantastic day, and we will continue that tomorrow. In next week's vlog, we're off to Walt's Restaurant. We'll be back in Disneyland. We'll be doing some shopping and heading into Walt Disney Studios just for a quick trip. So don't miss that. And thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and let me know any comments down below. But from here at the Disneyland Hotel, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys next Sunday, because I am off to bed. Bye.